Hello, and welcome to Rose Play Season 25, Episode 1, where today we begin the Let's Play of Ghostwire Tokyo Prelude, which is kind of a interactive graphic novel type thing, I suppose, before we get started on the real game, which will also be on its hardest difficulty, just spoiler. Now, this is going to be very weird, because I was possibly going to start Season 22 back up, and yeah, I know, we're on Season 25. Why are you on Season 22? Because Final Fantasy 16 got its last DLC out, and we got to beat it on its Final Fantasy difficulty. Normally, I wouldn't split seasons up like this, but, you know, it's the weird thing of, yo, you played this early. I didn't think there'd be DLC. Now, that was going to be a short season. So is the next one. Technically, 22 is going to be long but short, because this should only take about an hour. So 2 streams in total. Well, 2 episodes in total. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, none of these characters will make any sense to us. Mysterious things are happening all around. Shibia blah 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 blah. But this is part of the first game. Some of it is. Okay. The corrupted case file. I might call it that. Okay. So let's go ahead first and, you know. Okay, good. It's where it needs to be. Now, we're not going to continue. We're going to start a new game. So, let's go ahead and do this. Because I don't think there's difficulty this one, right? I didn't think so. Rinko. God damn it. Rinko. Erica. Right, I can't change the voices in this one to English. It's Japanese only, but Ghostwire Tokyo will have English voiceovers. No one wants to talk about it, but it's all that's on anyone's mind these days. Mysterious things are happening all over Shibuya. Sightings, attacks, disappearances. Here. Oh, I didn't know he was a kid. I thought it was still voiceover from our lead. How's a kid supposed to be a kid in a time like this? But honestly, I don't know who I am. But honestly, Ryuta never really was like most kids. He's not usually glued to his phone all day. Alright. The King of Golga vanishing, the Marunachi vanishing, the bathroom vanishing. I love how it's all vanishings, by the way. Oh, I get a choice. I like the bathroom vanishing. Could monsters really live among us? These case files say that yes, they absolutely can, and do, according to this one. A lady called me about a missing person who vanished from the bathroom of her apartment. Usually I'd brush it off as another runaway, but after seeing the crows circling above her apartment, I had a feeling there'd be more to this. The black stains on the floor door verify my hunch. It turns out that I'm the only one who can see these black stains. I still don't know who I'm supposed to be. The lady who lived there and showed me in made no signs of noticing it. She showed me the bathtub and gave me a play-by-play of what happened. Her boyfriend was taking a bath, longer than usual. Hey, man is cultured. He loves his ducky time in the tub. And so she went into the bathroom to check in on him. When she opened the door, her boyfriend was gone. And for a short instant, there was a reflection of an old shrine on the surface of the bathwater. So they entered a new realm? I rubbed my fingers on the rim of the bathtub, and there was a transparent, sticky, slime-like substance on it. a reflection of a shrine shone on the water's surface. I'll need to talk further with my team about this incident to see if these things ring any bells. I purged the black stain on the front door and then left the scene. Poor lady, what will she do now? What can any of us do? Well, apparently get remarried because you didn't care to save her husband if it was even a possibility. Just, I sealed up the thing. It can't come after you. KK. Oh. I didn't even realize the charger fell out. Okay. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter which ones we do, huh? Alright, I guess the Madarachi vanishing. Unable to shake the idea that monsters are all around him, Ryuta navigates on his phone to a document called The Madarachi Vanishing. The language is complicated, but he works to understand it. It says, I got a tip on a missing woman from Marunachi. You've been a detective as long as I have. You tend to build up a big network of contacts. The story my contact told me was that they saw the woman one day when the fog rolled in. It blanketed the area, and then poof, she was gone. Times like these make me wish a certain somebody was around. Come to think of it, the fog and these disappearances set the scene for when I first met the rest of my crew. Everybody kept talking about folks just up and disappearing, and I thought it was a load of horse shit. Until I met them, and until my encounter that I believed. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would have once called hallucinations. They could still be hallucinations, y'all could just be mass hallucinating. Turns out being able to see spirits and monsters isn't fantasy movie nonsense after all. No, it's sci-fi. Or supernatural. Duh. Yes, I should be thankful. Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen through that monster taking the form of a woman. Really? Because it looks like it took the form of 6 fireballs. She made a bunch of... Oh, okay, they're red orbs. Can they still be fireballs? Red orbs appeared that chased me around. But I knew so long as I didn't let myself get surrounded, I'd be okay. She was a nightmare to look at, so I put her out of her misery. When I searched the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag. Found the missing lady's ID card in there. Then I came across some clothes that looked like they would have been hers. They were in a little pile. The way they had fallen made it clear her body had just vanished. Well, thank goodness, otherwise she'd be the Invisible Woman in both Fantastic Four original movies. No mistaking whose handiwork it was either. I'd finally managed to get my hands on a solid enough lead to work with. KK. Well, that leaves one left. Ryuta's concerns brings him to a mysterious case file posted online. It's titled The Kiragaga Vanishing. He reads it to himself the best he can. Having tracked another report of dark fog to the area, I arrived to find it had passed, leaving dreary rain hanging over the neighborhood. At the scene, all we found were the clothes of a mother and son, left behind like 2 molted cicada shells. Well, thank goodness, because otherwise they're streaking through Shibuya. It's hard to even imagine. A parent and her child just gone. Precious lives snuffed out forever. My heart sank knowing that I had failed to protect them. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt. As if on cue, the rain started pouring down, heavier and heavier. It fell with each passing minute, but I couldn't be bothered to take out my umbrella. That's when the obvious culprits returned to the scene of the crime. A group of monsters. They had umbrellas of their own. As if rain followed them wherever they go. I was furious. I brought hell down onto them at that very moment. They tried to protect themselves with the umbrellas, but I just kept pounding on them until they were battered and broken. I was so exhausted I could have fallen over at any moment. but my utter wrath kept me going. As I picked up to leave, I still refused to open up my own umbrella. I just walked away, rain pouring and soaking me to the bone. KK. In these posts, the kid had found something, or rather someone. Someone called KK has been looking into monsters in this part of town. A believer, just like Ryuta. Alright. In these posts, right. Social media would never lie, and that means KK is an expert. Maybe the expert in all things paranormal. There's only one thing left to do. Look, Bootsy came to join! Having pored over every story post and grainy photo about local monsters, he could find Ryuto prepared to take action. I'm gonna ask this KK guy to help. Why? Just gotta figure out where he lives first. Am I doing this, or are you doing this on your own? I guess he's doing this on his own because... Dear Mr. Investigator person. You're not going to get anybody to answer your calls for that. Oh, I guess he sent it after all. Dear Mr. Investigator person, hello, how are you? I am not good, and I need your help. Monster's got my best friend, Sasuke. You sure it wasn't Naruto? Rinko sits up in her chair. She zeroed in on one of the dozen monitors from across a makeshift command center stuffed into this cramped Tokyo apartment. It happened near the manhole. Please help me get him back. Data files across the screen. Seemingly too much. Charts and graphs, maps and mathematical equations, even social media feeds and opens case files. Somehow, though, all these screens and all of that clutter, Ryuta's message catches Rinko's eyes. Sounds desperate, but it could just be some bored kid trolling us. Well, isn't that the norm for online, though? Calm and confident, Rinko insisted on balancing compassion with skepticism in her analytical approach. On the other hand, that manhole is within the vicinity of several recent incidences. Maybe he is involved. She knows what she thinks, but she also knows no one can protect Tokyo all by themselves. Trusting your teammates is the only way to keep everyone safe. What do you make of it, Ed? Ed squints and takes a single deep breath as he turns to the screen. Right, the silent type, or the predestined type. He has something to say, but holds it back. Technology is easy. People are hard. Amen, brother! Instead of speaking up, he places a small recorder on his desk. He presses play, and as the audio begins to roll, Ed turns and walks away. When did you have time to record this? I know you're prepared and ahead of things, but I am pretty sure you had no idea that there was going to be a sewer case. There is no way. I've heard intriguing stories about so-called manhole girls in Japan. Vengeful ghosts of bullied students sent to trick other children into following them into the sewer, from where they never return. If any information turns up about such anomalies, I'd be keen to investigate, though I speak purely out of personal interest. It might not be enough to make the rest of my team pursue it without further evidence. Okay. Safe to say, since you somehow found the time to record something this specific about a single urban legend, that you want to look into it. I mean, that's the only conclusion I can come up with. Ed is already engrossed in other work. He doesn't respond. He certainly doesn't notice when Rinko rolls her eyes. He rarely does. Probably best we have no idea how you spend your free time, huh, Ed? Erica's been sitting next to Rinko this entire time, listening and waiting for the right time to chime in. That time is now. John Cena! Want me to check it out?
Yeah.
I don't think so, Erica. Could be dangerous. What if something happens to you? Seriously? You still don't trust me to go out by myself for 5 minutes in the middle of the day? At just 16 years old, Rinko might be right not to trust Erica on something dangerous. But Rinko knows that Erica has shown a maturity beyond her years. She gives Erica an almost sisterly look of skepticism. You know it's not that. Rinko quickly turns back to her monitors and away from Erica. Great, she's become Ed. But for all her maturity, Erica can't quite keep from pouting. Stop making that face. Besides, we've got our very own private detective in the vicinity already. I'll have him take a look. Yeah, me. The stall is brimming as a wide array of customers eat. In relative silence, the only sound they make is the slurping of their noodles. Okay. That silence breaks when a phone begins to vibrate upon the countertop. The owner ignores it, choosing to focus on his meal instead. The phone doesn't care about his hunger and continues to vibrate. The phone wins. The peace and solitude have shattered. This is no way to enjoy noodles. God damn it! The silent diner finally glances at the screen, begins to mutter to himself.
Oi, oi.
Another case? These people have me working harder than my enemies ever did. Can't even get 5 minutes to enjoy a nice, quiet lunch. Yeah, and you're not going to. I can ignore. I better answer, though.
Oi.
Let me guess. I'll be risking life and limb. That way... That why you let it ring for so long? Too scared to pick up? You know the exact day I stopped being scared of anything. The day you stopped being a loner and hooked up with us so we could have your back. I didn't think Ed could talk. Sure, that works. Besides, I'm not full enough to pretend this team isn't half okay. If you need backup, you know I'll be there, no questions asked. Actually, I already volunteered, but right now, there's nothing dangerous to be worried about. It's a simple check-in on a report of some suspicious activity that might be connected to these phenomenon we've been looking into. It's always the simple cases that go south the fastest. You know what? You're right. Maybe Erica should run point on this one. Sure, she's just a kid, but you're busy, so... Whoa! Hold up. Let's not sacrifice the rookie to make me look bad. I'm already out. Send me the info and I'll go on it first, though. I need to talk to one of you about something. Why would I want to talk to myself? I like Ed. Why would I want to talk to myself? That makes no sense. Ed, I'm betting you have a file on this already. Got a file on everything. Funny you say that. I have files dedicated solely to listing subjects that I don't have more complete files on yet. Want me to put them up? Just give me the highlights. Unfortunately, what I know about the legend of the Manhole Girl so far is that it's just that, a legend. There may not be anything else to know. It appears to be a story passed around by kids at a sleepover. Wouldn't be the first time something isn't supposed to be real attacked me in a dark alley. If you're worried, maybe it's time I return to field work. When I wear my hat, I blend right into a Tokyo crowd. Funny, I'd have never marked you for a Tokyo native. Then again, the place is absolutely crawling with tourists, isn't it? Thanks for the insights. I'll take it from here. Alright. Ryuto doesn't notice the people passing him on the street. They don't notice him either. He is young, but he is very much alone. His focus is centered on the small bit of paper in his hands. After a couple folds, the paper finds a familiar configuration. With a head, arms, and body, it takes shape. A palm-sized person stands in his hand. Or an angel. A ghostly angel. As Ryuta inspects his creation, someone who has been observing him from afar steps out of the shadows. What have you got there? You should know what it is, I think. Ryuta looks up. He's nervous, but clutches the paper doll in his hand to stay brave. He's not running or hiding, despite the gruff stranger staring at him. No need to be afraid. I'm not here to do anything bad to you or your little friend. I mean, unless you're evil, then he might. Gotta admit, I've been known to carry the odd paper doll with me on investigations. Strange habit, I know. You get the benefits of a partner without the annoying small talk. Ryuto's shoulders ease. He lets his guard down as he listens to the detective and re-examines the folded paper. The detective surprises himself with his playful tone. He's rusty, but he somehow still feels comfortable talking to this scared kid. Sometimes, paper dolls are used for magical purposes. You a sorcerer by chance? Now's the time to tell me. You wish you was the Sorcerer Supreme. So you really are him, huh? Ooh. 1 second, guys. That's actually a good title. You wish he was Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah. Okay. You wish he was the Sorcerer. That's not how you spell Sorcerer. Okay, we'll do 1. Oops. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just love the title. Alright, gonna have to be more specific, kid. You're KK, the ghost hunter from the files. You must be. I just thought you'd be taller. They say you solve strange mysteries. Right. Oh, right? KK? Maybe. The detective looks closely at Ryuto's phone. He sees the social media posts featuring photos of various case files he has worked on, collected in one place. Look, I only use those initials because writing out my name is a pain, and I got too much pain already. Not your problem, right? Anyhow, that's me, KK. But I'm not a ghost hunter. I'm a detective. Couldn't you be a ghost detective or a ghost hunter detective? Or whatever Yu Yu Hakusho was? KK's demeanor hardened a bit, dropping the playfulness. You want an investigator, kid? Well, you got one. I'm so glad you're going to look into the disappearance at the manholes. Here's the thing. I already did. Made some calls on the way here. There's no record of any recent disappearances. Still got a few friends on the force, so I can dig up dirt quick. KK shoots Ryuta a serious look. Oh. Not trying to pull a fast one on me, are you, kid? It's true. Honest. My buddy, Sasuke, disappeared with Bootsy behind me. He hasn't come home since yesterday. Last place I saw him was right back here. Ryuta motions to the alleyway behind him. Whoops, my bad. He went down that way. I tried to follow, but I couldn't find him. He was completely gone. If Ryuta's bluffing, he's an incredible liar. A sadness comes over him when he looks back towards the alley. KK looks back and forth, from the kid, then to the alleyway behind him. All alleys are dark, but this one looks like it's never seen daylight. Oh no, watch out. If there's fog and there's daylight, never seen daylight, it's dead by daylight. Don't! She'll go into the realm of the entity! Which, to honestly be fair, that'd be an interesting survivor. See any fog when that happened? Oh my god, it is dead by daylight. The moment he disappeared. Now that you mention it, there has been something spooky around, like a kind of fog or darkness. But it came and then it went. Oh my god, he took the kid. My Dead by Daylight's mixing in here. Alright. KK mutters something to himself as he eyeballs the alleyway behind Ryuta. Nothing looks immediately out of place. With so much going down in the city, some kid getting lost doesn't exactly seem like front page news. Do I press for more info or call the kid's bluff? Let's call the kid's bluff. I can't be the first adult you've asked for help. Fess up. Why has everyone else ignored you? I don't know why. I just don't think anyone else cares about Sasuke like I do. I mean, in the anime, a lot of people don't like him either for different reasons, so. Tracks. Sounds of things. Sasuke has some issues. Sure, he didn't run away. The pressure begins to build on Ryuta, and it shows. His eyes become glassy as he tries to hold his emotions in, but he can't. No one believes me. No one will help Sasuke. He'll never survive without me. I'm his best friend. No, that still might be Naruto. Not even you will believe me. And you will believe in anything. Not if you're lying, kid. Whoa. I don't believe just anything. I'm sorry, Sasuke. Adults never believe in monsters. I believe in monsters. I just don't believe in you. Ryuta turns from KK and begins to run. Just as he watches Ryuta go, KK's phone begins to ring. KK lets out a long, deep sigh as he looks at the caller ID. Wonderful. It's, Rinko again. Of course. Perfect timing. How's it going? Not great. My interrogation may have been too much. He went elsewhere. So you leaned on him. He got scared and ran away. That about sums it up. Yeah. Jerk! You should know as well as anyone what it's like to be young and scared, to need help from a grown-up you can trust. Just didn't want to get yanked around. Don't have the time. God forbid you spend 5 seconds helping a kid that might be onto something, I think. Damn. Okay, I can fix it. I will fix it. Ryuta, come back. It's not safe here by yourself. I'll help you. As Ryuta turns and looks back at KK, something comes over the detective and he softens. I believe you, okay? Promise. I need more to go on, kid. Why are you so convinced he was taken? Didn't happen to anyone else around here. But it did happen to my best friend. Sasuke's been missing 2 full days, and nobody's... That seems weird. Everyone has been looking, but no one can find him. What about his parents? Have they filed a police report? I'm the only one who really cares about Sasuke. I'm pretty sure somebody would have cared. Teachers, parents. I know he needs me. No one else is even looking for him anymore. Just me. He's lucky to have you. It's like when you saw crows circling around the building in one of the cases you investigated. You knew there was more to it than everyone else. Well, Mr. KK, I know there's more to Sasuke's disappearance. I just need your help. Really did your homework, huh? I'm impressed. You're more dedicated than most adults I know. You remind me of my friend Erica. She lost someone too. She'll never stop fighting for them either. KK takes another glance at the alley. Alright, show me exactly where this Sasuke pal of yours disappeared. Ryudo perks up. So you're gonna look into it? I'm here, ain't I? Let me check in with my team, see if they figured anything out. Could save us some time. KK reaches for his phone. What's up? We're all here. I just need a quick word with one of you to follow up on what the kid has told me. Okay. As much as I'd like Ed, I think Rinko would be the best choice because the kid. Erica, you're a natural when it comes to intuition. What does your gut tell you? I can feel something out there for sure. Something that threatens good people. Something that he would embrace. The details aren't clear. I can only see the shadows of a vision. But that's not important. I know it's him. I know we need to act right now. Nothing else matters. We can't let another child disappear. Another family get torn apart. You need to help him. There's still time. You know, kid, you're stronger than you have any right to be. And you got the scars to prove it. We don't look out for people like Ryuta and Sasuke. Who will? The Hidden Leaf Village. This is our mission. Ryuta, it's time to find Sasuke. All right. And this will be where we leave it. When we come back, we'll probably finish up the season, surprisingly. But until then, remember, keep gaming. Never give up. And when you're at a loss for words, just ask the Sorcerer Supreme. He'll make everybody forget about Sasuke really fast.